the general scope of goals which the Russian development institution is facing may be dozens of times greater than the scope of their abilities. If you could assume the goal to create the innovative Russia, the country of our greatness, diversity, enlarged territory, and the capabilities of all who are sitting here and those who are present in the hall. This is thousands in this most complicated multi-vector and multi-stage system should be generated, created, and born. And when we try to answer the question, and what is the most important thing, so where is the major chain or link? It's not easy to answer this question. And I would agree to what Igor Rubenovich said, that the investment environment, the business environment is the major obstacle, and without competition you can't create innovative economy. And I would put my signature against these statements because we are spending, well, I will not agree that we are spending in waste the money of the people here. But if we try in the most complex system to find the main nerve where it is located, so first you have to make this simple to begin with, to make it very simple and primitive to the ultimate, and then try to find this point from which we could start. So we have a sphere of fundamental and application research, and we have underdeveloped to a great extent the sphere of commercialization approach. So we understand that this kettle with boiling water, you can't pour a cup tea. There's a bottleneck there, and perhaps there is one of the major problems of the time. And I don't think many countries could be proud of such a fundamental base for innovation to compare it with Russia. And in terms of actual innovative brands, we have nothing to be proud of. And in this respect, the point where there is a core, and Oleg Vladislavovich also spoke, is the point. It's the seeding stage and pre-seeding stage. And this is the breaking point. And we have to understand that we are now spreading our efforts in many fields. We are trying to accomplish something, and we need to complete. But if we would like to identify the major link, what would I do to unbind this knot? First of all, I would forcibly, in the democratic traditions of the time, redistributed the federal budgets for the missions which are related to the pre-seed and seed stage, with the international grants, with the fund of Bortnik, who proved that he could operate without any corruption in Russia. And of course there will be protests, it will be understood, but it should be done despite of the resistance, and I'm sure that the return for the country and benefit for the country would be dozens of times greater. I would definitely also add it to this effort the money from the regions for pre-seed and from the seed. If you are going to seed Kamchatka from Moscow, it means that a lot of seeds will be lost on the way to Kamchatka, and there will be 10 to 15 regions of Russia which really demonstrated some efforts, and in these regions the task of the budget support of the seed is possible to be resolved. I very well understand the budget situation there, and the mission here and the task is just to support the regional efforts for budget support of the seeds that these regions are capable of, just to support by co-financing, let's say, for the region of Kaluga. What would be a reasonable size of seed? Maybe 50 million, 100 million rubles per year, and I'm sure that could be supported by the federal budget. And I would also activize to invite the Western competence on a pre-seed and seed stage. And this is an absolutely correct approach. 500 startups, and they should be invited here. And we had an excellent practice in science field on order 219 by inviting prominent Western scientists, and I would attract also those Western companies who know the seed and pre-seed technologies and demonstrated positive results. I would analyze the situation, successful experience, Federal Law 217, and what grew out of it. I think we have today about 800, maybe 900 small business appeared during the last year. We have to help those who made their breakthrough. This is our own know-how and our competence, and we have to build up these efforts and support. Along with what I said, that the seed is the most important stage and the most important link, which requires additional support and help, I think one more thing is also, which may run contrary. Don't rush ahead, I would say. The country has chosen the way for innovation and modernization. There is a lot of talk going on that the new president is not willing to do that and everything. No, he hasn't forgotten it, and we see that the course is not changing. We see about the financing of Skolkovo or Bortnik Fund, but we understand that we are responsible, and we see that the country is moving in the same direction. And further on, the most dangerous thing is the story. Today you have planted potato, and tomorrow you have digged it out because we need to put something on the table. We need to be patient. Maybe another 15 years, if we pursue this way, we will get innovative Russia.